Hey, what's up guys? Elmond here, back for day 3 of the Meet a Stranger Every Day challenge. Today was a fun day because I got to talk to a girl. You don't really think about me talking to girls. It's not something that crosses your mind. Yeah, it was a really good experience actually. I was just walking to class thinking about, well, who am I going to talk today, because I got to find someone to talk to, and all of a sudden this girl who walks strangely fast comes up on my left, eating a sandwich, minding her own business, and I'm like, I could talk to her. So after about 15 seconds of watching her eat the sandwich, I finally worked up the nerve to tap her on the shoulder and say, hey, excuse me, how are you today? I'm pretty sure she thought I was a complete weirdo at first, but I was not going to let her get away that easily. No sir, I am in this challenge for the long haul. We are on the grind out here. We do not take no for an answer that easily. So what I did was take a detour from my normal class route, even though I was kind of late to class because, well, that's what you gotta do. It's the challenge, right? Embrace the challenge. To be fair, she was nice enough to ask my name as she was trying to get away from me, but I was able to keep the conversation going. I introduced myself, she introduced herself, and off we went. I'm still really embarrassed about talking to a camera in public. It makes me look like I'm insane, at least in my opinion. Not calling YouTubers insane, but kinda. So in the course of our conversation, we exchanged majors. I said I was in engineering and she was actually in neurobiology and was about to apply to grad school for psychology. So we got to talking about that and how both of our majors were pretty difficult and pretty real, and that, you know, I mean, it's not always easy going out there every day and doing math and psychology and whatever you may have in your major. And we really bonded over that. That was the bond point, which is one of the 2 lessons I've learned so far in my adventures talking to people. Yeah, we ended up talking for about 2 minutes, and then she hopped on a bus to get to her class quicker, and I kept on going, and it was pretty good. It wasn't a super deep conversation, I would say, just kind of talking mostly about class and school and how that was. We didn't really get into each other's lives at all aside from that, which, I mean, what do you expect? You just met this person and you're gonna share your deepest secrets with them? This isn't camp. Overall, I would say there were a couple takeaways from today, and the first is you really need to do a good job, and this is me talking to myself. I really need to do a good job of paying attention to what people say about themselves. For example, she said she was a neurobiology major, and for the first minute and a half of our conversation, I thought she was a psychology major because she was going to a psychology-related class at the time. It wasn't until after the conversation that I really felt like an idiot about this, because I kept saying, oh yeah, that psychology class is hard. They don't give you enough credit for it. She hadn't taken that class. You really don't want to embarrass yourself that way. Second big takeaway. Make eye contact more than twice in a 2-minute conversation. I didn't look her in the eyes barely at all, and I felt really bad about it afterwards. I was like, of course we're not gonna connect at all. If I'm not looking at you, I'm just kind of staring at the sidewalk ahead of me, thinking, that sandwich looks really good. I wish I had one. No, you need to be engaged. You need to be looking at the person. You need to give some sort of cue that you're interested in what they have to say. From past experience of having normal conversations with people that I know, it makes the flow of conversation go really better. So how much better would it be making eye contact with a stranger when you first meet them and you're trying to get to know them? So yeah, first experience talking to a girl in the challenge, and it wasn't that much different from talking to guys. Girls are normal people. Probably more normal than me, if we're being 100% honest. And by probably, I mean most definitely more normal than me. I need help. So I'd say a pretty successful 3rd day overall, getting to learn a lot about meeting strangers. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far and found it inspiring, or at the very least amusing, listening to me tell about how I fail in social interaction. I really look forward to seeing how much I've grown by the end of this series. Already 3 days in, I really can feel a difference, a real difference in how I interact with people right off the bat. With that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.